The enemy is already celebrating, but they don't know what I'm about to reveal. A divine intervention is coming that will shake the nations to their core.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States.
My precious children of God, what I'm about to share with you today isn't just another message. It's an urgent revelation straight from the throne room of heaven. The Lord woke me at 3 a.m. this morning with a vision so powerful I couldn't stop trembling. What I saw about Donald Trump and America's future left me speechless, but God commanded me to share it with you now. The Spirit of the Lord says, "Watch closely, my children, for what is about to unfold after the inauguration will confound the wise and shake the foundations of those who thought they had secured their victory. For they build their towers of Babel, thinking they can reach the heavens with their own strength. But I, the Lord your God, am about to demonstrate my sovereign power in ways that will leave nations astounded." Beloved, let me tell you what the Lord revealed to me about Trump's position after the inauguration. The enemy thinks they have everything under control, but God showed me that their plans are like dust in the wind compared to his divine strategy. Remember how David appeared defeated before Goliath? That's exactly where we are right now. The Lord says, I am positioning my chosen vessel exactly where he needs to be. The world sees one thing, but I see another. Just as I used Cyrus, who didn't know me, to fulfill my purpose for Israel, I will use this man in ways that will confound his enemies and amaze his supporters. But hear this warning, children of God. This isn't just about politics or power. This is about a spiritual battle that's reaching its climax. The Lord showed me that after the inauguration, Trump will face his greatest challenge yet. The attacks coming against him will be unlike anything we've seen before, both in the physical and spiritual realms. The Spirit of the Lord declares, "The enemies of truth have laid their traps, thinking they are hidden from my sight. But I laugh at their schemes, for I have already prepared a way through their darkness." Watch as I expose what was done in secret, bringing to light the hidden agendas that sought to destroy this nation. My brothers and sisters, God showed me 3 specific events that will unfold in rapid succession. First, there will be an attempted character assassination so severe that even some supporters will waver. But God says, "Fear not, for this is merely the setup for my divine vindication." Second, a document will emerge, one that the enemy thought was destroyed, that will change everything. The Lord says, what was hidden in darkness will be brought to light, and what was whispered in secret rooms will be shouted from the rooftops. Third, and most importantly, God showed me a supernatural intervention that will leave no doubt about his hand in these events. The Lord says, just as I parted the Red Sea when my people seemed trapped, I will make a way where there seems to be no way. The enemies of truth will be caught in their own snares. But hear this clearly. The Lord isn't just speaking about political victory. He's calling for a spiritual awakening among his people. This situation with Trump is merely the catalyst for something far greater. The Spirit of the Lord says, I am using these events to shake my church awake, to separate the wheat from the chaff, and to prepare my bride for what's coming. Children of God, when you see these things begin to unfold, remember this prophecy. The Lord says, many will try to explain away what I'm about to do, calling it coincidence or human strategy. But my hand will be so evident that even the skeptics will be silenced. The economic system you've known is about to undergo a transformation that few are prepared for. The Lord showed me that after these events unfold, a new financial reality will emerge. But be warned, this system will present both opportunity and danger. The Spirit of the Lord says, watch carefully, for the enemy will try to use this transition to implement his own agenda. Beloved, this is why prayer and discernment are crucial right now. The Lord says, I am calling my intercessors to their posts. The prayers of my people will be like spiritual artillery in the coming battles. Every knee bent in prayer adds power to this divine intervention. But here's what many prophetic voices aren't telling you. This period will also bring a great testing of faith. Just as Jesus was tested in the wilderness before his public ministry, God's people will face a time of testing that will determine who truly stands with the Lord's purposes. The Spirit of the Lord declares, "Some who shout the loudest about their faith will fall silent when pressure comes. But those who have built their houses on the rock of my word will stand unshakable. For I am raising up a remnant who cannot be bought or intimidated." Remember, my children, when you see chaos in the natural realm, it's often a sign of God's mighty move in the spiritual realm. The Lord says, "The shaking you witness is not the victory of darkness, but rather the prelude to my greatest demonstration of power in this nation's history." I see a vision of eagles gathering, representing both the nation and God's prophetic voices. The Lord says, "I am gathering my eagles, those who will rise above the storm clouds of confusion and see from my perspective. They will not be deceived by the appearances in the natural realm. But hear this warning: the enemy will try to counterfeit God's move. There will be false signs and lying wonders designed to deceive even the elect. The Lord says, "Test every spirit, for not all who claim to speak for me truly carry my word. Know my voice through intimate relationship, not just spectacular signs." The timing of these events is crucial. The Lord showed me that after the inauguration, there will be exactly 40 days of intense spiritual warfare. This number is not coincidental. Just as Jesus faced 40 days of testing and Israel faced 40 years of wilderness wandering, this period will determine the spiritual direction of this nation. Beloved, this is why I'm compelled to share this message today. The Spirit of the Lord says, "Many of my prophets have been silenced by fear or compromise, but I am raising up voices who will speak my unfiltered truth, regardless of the cost." What happens in the next few months will set the stage for the next 7 years. The Lord showed me that this period will parallel Joseph's 7 years in Egypt. First abundance, then scarcity. But God's people will be positioned to be providers and solution bringers if they heed this warning. The Lord says, "I am placing my people in strategic positions, just as I positioned Joseph in Egypt." Some of you will be called to be modern-day Josephs, providing wisdom and solutions when worldly systems fail. But this calling requires preparation and obedience now. Children of God, don't be fooled by what you see in the natural realm. The Lord says the enemy's celebration is premature. What looks like defeat is merely the setup for my greatest victory. What appears to be the end is actually the beginning of a new chapter in my divine plan. Now here's what you must do to prepare for what's coming. First, strengthen your spiritual foundations. The Lord says many houses will fall in the coming storm, but those built on my word will stand stronger than ever. Second, position yourself for provision. The Lord showed me that those who prepare according to his wisdom will not only survive, but thrive and be able to help others during the coming shakings. Third, and most importantly, join the ranks of intercessors who are standing in the gap for this nation. The Lord says, "The prayers of my people are more powerful than any weapon formed against my purposes." Each prayer is like a stone in David's sling, aimed at the giants threatening my plan. Remember, beloved, this word isn't just about Trump or politics. It's about God's sovereign plan for awakening and revival. The Lord says, "What I am about to do will challenge every political ideology and religious system. Only those who truly know my heart will understand my methods." The Spirit of the Lord declares, watch the sequence of events carefully. First comes the shaking, then the awakening, then the outpouring. Those who discern the times will position themselves to be part of my move rather than fighting against it. In closing, hear this final word from the Lord. Tell my people that what they are about to witness will require supernatural faith and courage. Many will be tempted to compromise or retreat, but those who stand firm will see my salvation. Beloved, as I release this word, I feel the weight of its importance. The Lord says, share this message far and wide, for it carries the power to prepare hearts for what's coming. Let those who have ears to hear what the Spirit is saying to the church in this crucial hour. This is not just another prophetic word. It's a divine warning and a call to action. The Lord says, the time for lukewarm faith and comfortable Christianity is over. I am calling my people to rise up in bold faith and unwavering courage. Stand firm, children of God. The battle ahead is fierce, but the victory is already secured in the heavenly realm. The Lord says, what I am about to do will be spoken of for generations to come. Those who stand with my purposes in this hour will be remembered as the faithful remnant who believed when all seemed lost. If this message has stirred your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with those who need to hear this urgent prophetic warning. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more divine revelations as they're released. The Lord is moving powerfully in this hour, and you don't want to miss what He's about to do. Remember, your support helps spread these crucial prophetic messages to those who desperately need to hear them. Let's stand together in faith as we witness the unfolding of God's divine plan for our nation and the world.